Come
That
on.
is just terrible,
Come on. You got
terrible.
to give me a little bit
Good,
more than
good.
that.
You know what? Great leading though.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to this week's version of The Talent Show. I'm Cameron,
And I'm Robert.
and together we're Automotive Talent. Weekly, we like to bring you updates in all things automotive, dealership, staff solutions. I think it's my turn to go first this week, mate.
It is indeed.
All right, we'll get straight into it. Three roles I'd like to talk about this week. I've got roles for service advisors. We've brought it up the last couple of weeks, but it's important that we keep bringing it up because it's a very key role to what we're working on. We've actually got three service advisor roles on the south side of Brisbane currently, with a mixture of different styles of businesses and different styles of departments. Everything from prestige through to uber volume, through to complete department duty, through to just being a face of the business.
Yep.
With look, perks up to including drive cars and all those sort of things. So a really good opportunity there. As I said, three different styles. So if you're an experienced service advisor, encourage you to reach out and say g'day and let us have a chat to you about those roles. Business managers, look for business manager role for a dealership group. There's a couple of roles. We'll need a person that's based in Brisbane and a person that's based on the Gold Coast. Experienced business manager, we're looking for at least 12 months to 2 years experience as a BM, and someone who can really drive some results. It's a really good opportunity just to do something a little bit different with the role and with a very entrepreneurial group, so to speak. And as always, Brisbane South, we are looking for new car salespeople, high volume businesses. So, if you're experienced in sales, whether you're currently in a sales role, maybe not getting some leads, or whether you'd and want to join a really strong, very strong lead orientated business, this particular department in this business will give you no end of leads to talk to. Some of the salespeople there are, and this is not telling any furfies, selling over 30 cars a month each. So they need to increase their headcount so that they don't burn their current team members out. That's it for me this week, mate. Over to you.
Well, excellent, mate. Look, I'm based basically around Brisbane for all my roles this week. I'm looking for two technicians. Have to have dealership sort of background. I've got two clients, around the central business district of Brisbane that are really looking for people that have that type of background.
Yep.
They are happy to pump in the training into these people. They can have any type of experience at all. The brands are European based, so obviously if you have a European type background, that would be advantageous, but certainly not required. They just need the right person that is interested in, not only probably in the product, but actually in getting the training on the product. Obviously, that does involve trips to Sydney and Melbourne in most cases. But look, the rewards for those sorts of things are that type of person is huge. Most of these guys, once they're qualified in the brand, are earning upwards of $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 plus in those brands.
Yeah,
So,
great opportunity, and getting exposure to it too makes you more valuable in the marketplace later on as well, which is a great knock-on effect.
correct. And a lot of people, that don't realise is that once you have that background, you have the opportunity actually to move into different areas of businesses that are outside that brand as well, just because of the type of training they provide. So very, very strong opportunity for someone that's looking at a career type situation.
Yeah,
So,
good.
Look, the other one I wanted to talk about, I'm actually looking for two used car salespeople at the moment.
Yes.
I've got one that is just on the very inskirts on the northern side of Brisbane. Very, very large dealer group. Huge numbers available to be able to sell there. They're just really after the right, the right person to go in there and make the money that they, not only the business wants, but that they can provide for them. So, and look, the other one is actually more on the like the outer side of the northern suburbs. And at the moment, it is a little bit of a hush-hush type situation because there's expansion happening there. But certainly, if you're an experienced used car salesperson, please get in contact because the opportunity that obviously I could speak with you in person about is huge, absolutely huge. So definite potential for progression as well in that role. Just with the fact that the business is growing so quickly at the moment. So
yeah, right.
It's a couple of great opportunities this week.
Sounds like a solid week had by all, mate.
Absolutely.
Very good.
Over to you, mate.
All right. I want you to go on a bit of a ride with this joke this week, Rob. I've been saving this one. I've found it and I've been squirreling it away for just this occasion. So it's a little bit longer than our normal, so let's get into it. A frog goes into a bank and approaches the teller. He can see from her nameplate that the teller's name is Patricia Whack. So he says, Mrs. Whack, I'd like to get a loan to buy a boat and go on a long vacation. Paddy looks at the frog in disbelief and asks how much he wants to borrow. The frog says $30,000, please. The teller asks his name and the frog says that his name is Kermit Jagger. His dad is Mick Jagger and that it is okay, he knows the bank manager. Paddy explains that $30,000 is a substantial amount of money and that he will need to secure some collateral against that loan. She asks if he has anything he can use as collateral. The frog says, sure, I have this, and produces a tiny pink porcelain pig, about ½ an inch tall, bright pink and perfectly formed. Very confused, Paddy explains that she'll have to consult with the manager and disappears into the back office. She finds the manager and says, there is a frog called Kermit Jagger out there who claims to know you and wants to borrow $30,000. And he wants to use this as collateral. She holds up the tiny pink pig. I mean, what the hell is this? You ready? The bank manager looks back at her and says, it's a knick-knack, Paddywhack. Give the frog a loan. His old man's a rolling stone.
That is just terrible.
Come on.
Terrible.
You got to give me a little bit more than that.
You know what? Great lead-in, though. I'll give you kudos for the lead-in. But yeah. I think the Crickets are still getting a run, mate. Just saying.
Yeah, might do, mate. Anyway, we tried. It was a good effort, I think.
Nice work.
All right. Thanks very much for your time, mate. And we'll see you same time next week. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.